Money, it's a numbers game. Xbox is packing up, gotta change the quest. Time to share the love, put the market to the test. Feel the set, no ready controllers are shaking. Every boss and make that money. Making deals with rivals, got big Xbox is packing up, gotta change the quest. So let's share the love, put the market to the test. Shout, no red line, it's a brand new day. Xbox and no ready controllers are shaking. Every boss and make that money. Making deals with rivals, got big Xbox is packing up, gotta change the quest. So let's share the love, put the market to the test. Shout, it's the one red line, it's a brand new day. Xbox and no ready controllers are shaking. Every boss and make that money. Different but same blood in these veins. Gotta feed the hunger, gotta break the chains. Gamers united under one big roof. Competition dies when you're bulletproof. Phil speaks the truth, no need for disguise. We're opening doors, it's a big surprise. It's a brand new day. Xbox invading in a different way. We need that green, gonna make amends. Bringing games for you, our newfound friends. Our newfound friends. Our newfound friends. Money's running low, can't stay in one shell. We'll mix it up and ring a different way. We need that green, gonna make amends. Bringing games for you, our newfound friends. Our newfound friends. Pixels popping on the screen. Virtual worlds, the best I've seen. Controller grip, my fingers tight. Adventures calling through the night. Let the games do the talking now. Press the start button, take a bow. In this realm, we're all the king. Ready, set, let the games begin. Questing through a dragon's lair. Hero's path, we've made it there. Save points mark the tale we spin. Pressing forward, we will win. Let the games do the talking now. Press the start button, take a bow. In this realm, we're all the king. Ready, set, let the games begin. High scores climbing, reaching new heights. heights, epic battles, magical sights. Through the levels we unlock dreams. In this universe we reign supreme. Let the games do the talking now. Press the start button, take a bow. In this realm we're all the king. Ready, set, let the games begin. High scores climbing, reaching new heights. Epic battles, magical sights. Through the levels we unlock dreams. In this universe we reign supreme. Let the games do the talking now. Press the start button, take a bow. In this realm we're all the king. Ready, set, let the games begin.
Yo, what's up, grinders? How's everybody doing out there? Yes, it is Friday. It is Gaming Grindhouse Friday. How's everybody doing? Hope you had a good week. It's been a little bit of a busy week in news and gaming news. Definitely things to talk about. So definitely wanted to touch on a couple of things, as you can see from the title. Also, thank you again for incredible episode 200. Thank you for everything that you do, and it was great. I went back, did the timestamps, listened to the fun conversations. Shout out to Nate and Thrifty for jumping on and being guests for that special milestone Grindhouse, which I can't believe that we hit that. Never thought 200 I'll be doing those. And actually, we had such an incredible turnout from everybody working, and just, you know, the gifted members, people that joined, ultimate grinders, that we are now. It's incredible. I never thought that would be this close. We are 77 VIPs away. I just looked from the next emoji. So we got to talk business. So grinders, we got to talk business. We're coming up. We're on the cusp of the next emoji for the Gaming Grindhouse. This will be an epic show. This is going to be like the 24th emoji. It's saying you can have 24 emojis as a VIP. And I've been working on them. So throughout today's show, we're going to have the 3 that I worked on and the music that will go with such emojis. So when we get that emoji there, we will have the music to go with it. So we'll just do a couple of things right now. Let me just move some things around here. And we will talk about the first emoji that you'll be voting on as a VIP. And then we'll have the second one about halfway through. And then we'll do the final one with their tune. So then you kind of see what we got. And then when we get that emoji, you'll vote on it on there. Shout out to everybody coming on here. Ace, Outside Gaming Night, The Unknown, El Nini, what's up? How you doing, man? Hope everybody's doing good. Cosmic Hero, how you doing? Maniolas, Buck Rogers, plus Ultra for Brizzle in the house. Harry Tran. We got Michael Meridian. He said he's working and lurking. Ghost of New Orleans, how you doing, man? Hope everything's going well. Shasham, Nova Red, Ryan, Compost Smurf, David Rock, The Unknown, man, Wild Wolf. He loves that rock music. He's giving me those electric guitars. How you do, Sweet Willie in the house? How you doing, man? Shout out to everybody coming on in here. Who the couple of the earlier ones? Compost Smurf showing up in Mod Rays. How you doing? Hope everybody hit that like button. We're gonna have a good show today because we got some talk about some stuff. What's up, Ron M? How you doing, man? Oh my God, hybrid talks and those stuff. So let me move, and you can see we have also to the super chat goal, a new song from the Glazed Blackberries. I was inspired by the Juicy Glazed, as you know, from episode 200.
Buried treasure is gemstones of juicy glazed blackberries.
Oh man, that inspired a song. So you could get that preview here. Also, if you're a VIP, and shout out to Ron M with a 5 bomb coming on in here for the VIPs, giving the love, and we're already on our way. You didn't even see the next emoji yet. Thank you so much, Ron M. He got him. He got him. Gamer UK got him. I saw Gamer UK on X. He was hyping up some stuff. Cool, Gamer UK. We are on our way. And hopefully this stays. We got it. We're cooking. We're cooking. See Fresh. What's up, man? Cosmic Hero with the renew. There we go there. Sup, Jeds? He goes, happy to have these old IPs back. Yeah, it's strange they're on Nintendo, but the same strut they did with Lego Horizon. Yeah, they did. So thank you again. You know, if you have your milestone chat, that means you're a VIP. We add it to the list as we chip away to get to that next emoji. So I wanted to see if I could do my, where is, you know what? You heard it here. Like, I don't want, it's not a new song drop. I want to move that to the next emoji. I thought I had that little logo on that one. But anyway, we will figure it out. Is this one? Hold on. Maybe it's that one. Oops, I don't want to be messing up my there it is. Yeah, so let me hide this one. Oh man. Let me hide this one so you know what you're fighting for. Next emoji. You want to see that one? All right, dude. Let's go sponsorship. Yo, VIPs, hey, it's $5. You get access to the videos and the music. I just dropped 2 new songs for the VIPs and also 2 new songs for the ultimate grinders who are the DJs of the Gaming Grindhouse. What's up, Dylan? How you doing, man? How you doing? So, with the kickoff, since Ron and Cosmic are throwing out those got the VIPs going, let's just do, before we get into the news and what we're going to talk about, let's get into, hold on, let me make sure I get these emojis with the music. First emoji reveal of what we're gonna do here. All right, since today's topic, and you see we talk about it sometimes here at the Gaming Grindhouse, I'm making sure that I want to make sure I get these for the full vision. The first Berserker, that's what you're playing, man. Let's see. All right, good. Let me get this in here. Oh, there was a little bit of a spoiler there. I want to make sure it's the right size. Pause. So, one of our first emojis, one of the 3 that you will vote on once we get the next emoji. And we're doing the big guns now, grinders. Here's the reveal. All right, and then I'll let you know. We got the song cooking. Hold on. There's a little bit of a Grindhouse organization here. All right, here we go. All right, so there's gonna be 3 emojis revealed during the show. And this is going to be the next one. Ryan said he got his coffee. He's ready to cook. All right, here we go. So this is the first one of the 3 that could be. It's in the voting pool. Once we hit the 77 VIPs, I'll activate the emoji that you vote on. And that's right, outside Gaming Night. A little bit of a spoiler. So the music will go along with these emojis. A little bit of a nip slip. That's right, the unknown. There it is. The PlayStation FAFL, but grinders. This is not just an emoji. All of them come with music jingles. Here it is. The first one of the possibly next emoji for the Gaming Grindhouse.
PlayStation FAFL. You gon' learn the hard way. Hit greenness, better watch out when you fly too close to the sun. Just ask Phil, he got permanent tan lines on his ass.
There's your jingle. You're
my #1 customer.
And you'll use this emoji for the song.
PlayStation FAFO, you're gonna learn the hard way. Talking this, better watch out when you fly too close to the sun. Just ask Phil, he got permanent tan lines on his ass.
There you go. There's the first jingle to go along with the first possible emoji of the PlayStation FAFO. So there you go right there. That's the first one there. Lucci with the 5. He goes, check your DMs, Jez. Oh, man, you want me to check my DMs before I even get started? All right, here we go. I'll go check them. I'll see what's going down in the news. What is this on? All right. Shout out to Lucci. We will add that to today's topics. Yes, I had it on the list, but I was going to save it for another time. But since Lucci is hitting me up in the DMs, we will add it as our Grindhouse check-in of the roasting. So definitely we will do that. But first, there's the emoji. I will put that in there. We'll do that roast halfway through when we show the next emoji, because I think that will go along very well with that one. Thank you, Ryan. This is the only musical podcast he listens to. Gaming channel, gaming entertainment. So there's your FAFO, and that gets us right into the topic here. So Nintendo had a direct. Now I know Nintendo, they got their ninjas out there. So I don't know how much I'm going to show of the Nintendo-ness, but one of the things from the Switch, this was the Switch's basically last, like the last show for the Switch 1, and basically it was the last hurrah, because next week, we know in April, what's up, Sam Ash? We know in April they're going to do the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal and probably open up pre-orders. So they did kind of a last hurrah for the Nintendo Switch. And to be honest, the Nintendo Direct, believe me, I have to say about 90% of the games on that Nintendo Switch Direct, I don't know what they are. I don't know Goo Gagas. I don't know what is going down. I don't know who these are. It seems like a lot of shovelware. I don't know. It's a lot of, as our resident emoji.
On their little Goo Gaga, my little baby little Fisher Price plastic toy. On their little Goo Gaga. On their little Goo Gaga.
There were a couple of things in there that I've just, a lot of them. But there was a few standouts. And then a couple from the good friends over at PlayStation. So for the few standouts that I wanted to first talk about before we get into the Sony FAFO, was obviously, yes, that's right, trumpets please. Trumpets please. Dude, Metroid Prime 4 in the house. Yo, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Oh man, on Beyond. Yo, so they showed it at this Nintendo Direct. Oh man, it was, oh, my thing's a little off. There we go. Nintendo Metroid Prime coming. It's coming.
25.
It's coming in 2025. Finally. And one of the cool things that they showed in this is that she has psychic abilities now, Samus. She has the ability to do puzzles or move things around with her psychic abilities. And it looked damn good for a Switch 1. And it seems like they got a new Samus suit as well. But one of the things that I thought was very interesting was that they showed this at the Switch 1. I thought this was going to be a big rollout for the Switch 2 show. And I was very surprised that they kind of put this there. So I think we have our cross-gen kind of game. What's up, Astro? How you doing, man? Hit that like button, everybody. I thought it was pretty interesting that they showed this, the cross-gen kind of game that this was going to be. I thought it was going to be kind of revealed with the Switch 2 and kind of that. So it gets me excited that they're doing this with the Switch 1. That means that they probably have some other things that are cooking for the Switch 2. I'm hyped for the Metroid Prime. I remember in the GameCube. I really like that. You know, what they've done with Metroid, and this thing's been a long time coming, and I think it looked pretty damn great. Like I thought they did a really good job, especially on that old ass hardware. Yes, there's not tons of enemies, but the environments do look good. Also, too, what I noticed here is that it definitely has a little bit of that anime kind of cartoony look to it. It's not dripping in super realism, and kind of alien type worlds. I noticed that it did have a kind of a little bit of a cartoony look to the environment, which obviously is running on a Switch, and just for the environment's sake on that one. And the other problem that I think the Switch is gonna have is like, I'm hoping that I want to see more of the hardware of the Switch 2, because I don't think what they shown really was a lot. Like I want to know what the hook is of the Switch 2, if they made better buttons and things like that, because the Switch controller, those Switch buttons, those are jank, man. They cramp up my hands. Like those things, like, yeah, I use the Pro controller when I dock the Switch. Like I can't really play on that with those little analog sticks and the face buttons, and they just have a proper D-pad. I can't believe Nintendo doesn't even have a proper D-pad on their controller, but it's because you could take it off and use it as a controller. But even then, it's super small. So like I don't know. You know, I don't know what they're gonna do with the Switch 2. I'm really interested to see with the hardware, if they do anything there. But again, it's about the games. And what's up, Neil? How you doing? And Metroid Prime 4 cooking on there. I was just surprised to see it there. I thought they were gonna save it for next week when they do the Switch 2 one. So yeah, I know Wild Wolf, they do sell other accessories that you could put, not from Nintendo officially, but you could put other ones on there that have better grips and stuff like that on it. But yeah, it's gonna be really, really intriguing to see what they got cooking, what software. You know, obviously they showed Mario Kart, they teased it, so I'm sure they're gonna launch with a Mario Kart 9, and see what they do with that. And Metroid, man, but what a release. And then there was rumors about how Nintendo's gonna sort of be like, there's going to be a 3-way rollout with the Switch 2. That there's going to be like a first party centric one at launch. Then there's going to be sort of like the second party stuff, and then there's going to be like the third party stuff. So I don't know if this next week's show is going to be all Nintendo centric, like bringing back all their IP. I am sure they're lined up, dude. You're going to have Mario, you're going to have a Mario Kart. I am sure they're going to bring them all. Kirby, who the hell knows? That's right. Oh yeah, if you want to control for the Switch, the 8-bit Do Ultimate. Thank you so much, Ryan. Yo, I do have the 8-bit arcade stick, the 8-bit Duo arcade stick. I use that for, I mean, like, you know, for fighting games and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm pre-ordering the Switch 2, and apparently the news also that leaked out, not from the Switch news, not from the actual show itself, but Best Buy Canada and Walmart Canada and all of them basically are stating that the Switch 2 is probably going to launch sometime in June 2025, with pre-orders starting on April 9th. That's sort of what the leaks were on this one. Well, I'm sure we'll get pre-orders opened up after the Nintendo Showcase, hence why they probably said April, because they'll probably open up pre-orders then. But man, I think June is going crazy. If this launches in June, and we got Death Stranding 2 in June, it's gonna be a wild June. And then we got the Phil Ness show, and Xbox talks about Gears. Gears going ever. Oh man, June is gonna be wildness, wild in the streets. You're gonna want to subscribe and be here, because that is gonna, I might lose my voice if June is gonna turn to, it's gonna be the digital E3 bash. Oh man, everybody be cooking. Oof. And Xbox will be cooking for somebody else. But anyway, they'll be all cooking. So obviously the first standout was Metroid Prime, and it being shown there, I think it looked really good. You could go find the trailers on online. I won't be showing them there because Nintendo will be wilding on that. The other thing that came out, before I get into the other thing that I thought was very interesting, and one of the games that stood out to me, and I didn't see so many people talking about it, but one of the games that I was like, I was genuinely I was intrigued by, was this one. And I saw some people in the chat saying they were interested in this one as well. Dude, the Shadow Labyrinth. It was, and Bandai Namco cooking too. I thought, that's right, C Fresh. Xbox cooking up PlayStation ports. That's right.
25. It's coming.
This game, as soon as he said this guy meets Puck, I'm like, that's Pac-Man. That was his initial name, was Puck-Man. But this game was so, it's a side-scrolling game. You got this Puck there, and then now you could fuse with them, and it turns into a Pac-Man. Dude, this is Bandai Namco, you cooking. Like, this is really cool. And he's almost like a Kirby. Like, you absorb powers from Ebel. You could transform. I'm legit hyped up for this game, man. And I don't get like super excited, like, you know, with like side scrollers and things like that. But this was really interesting spin on Pac-Man. And there it's go. It's coming to everything, so that's great too. But I thought it was such a creative. I don't know. I just thought it was so interesting how they show that, and it's something different. Like, are you gonna make a Pac-Man game? But no, just make a crazy side-scrolling, you know, Castlevania type, you know, Metroidvania type game, side-scrolling game. But like, let's incorporate Pac-Man into puzzles and abilities and stuff. And you got to eat and consume and get their palate and you know, basically eat the ghosts. Like, and then the transformation and the look looks so real cool. And then you just could glide on the walls and stuff like puzzle. Yeah, I was like, whoa, this thing definitely got my attention. I thought that was such a unique spin of how you incorporate Pac-Man on that. So I thought that this was really cool. So this was like one of my standout games. This and Metroid will really like, yo, that was awesome on there. So like, I really thought that was really cooking there. And then this is also coming out this year in 2025, and it's going to everything as well. So where it was, but that game stood out to me on there. And then before we get into the other ones, I'm going to give another game that stood out here, which again, yo, I am so happy that we have a company. Hit that like button. Pac-Vania. That's right, Ryan. A Pac-Vania. But I am so happy, and I don't know if I say the name right, but Dotemu, right? Yo, they are doing the Lord's work. They have basically made the Marvel Avengers game, the people that made the Ninja Turtles game, which absolutely Shredder's Revenge, what was friggin' lit, are now doing Marvel. And they are doing 4-person Marvel. Dude, it's basically the Avengers game. Yo. Lit. Same people that did Ninja Turtles are cooking with Cosmic Invasion. Man, awesome. It basically reminds me of Captain America and the Avengers. That's what it was. And this is coming out this year as well. I tell you, it is crazy. It is crazy this year. And also, too, the movie and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, they are awesome. Yeah, I love the Ninja Turtle. That Shredder's Revenge was classic, man. That was so awesome. That was really good. And this is the Avengers game. Yeah, online, ready to go. Ready to deliver, and 4-player co-op. Venom's in it, check. Spider-Man, check. So they got like 6-7 characters in the game. So it is going to be oh really, Fabrizio says that one of the episodes of Secret Level seems to inspire that Pac-Man game. Well, that's very interesting. Let me see if I had the player count, like who's actually in it. But yeah, no, here it is. So here are the characters that you could play. Shout out to Mr. Smuggling Grapes. Marvel Casual Invasion, Captain America, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Storm, Phyla-Vell, Venom, and Nova. Nova. I don't know about Nova. But we're doing Novas. I'm sure more to come in expansions. But anyway, dude, it looks good. And it was, yo. They're doing the work, man. Please make games fun again, right? Just do it. Times Square Spider-Man. No, I don't know. Yo, and if they have the skins for them, that'll be awesome too. You could change the skins and stuff and play the game. You know, unlock skins if you beat the game, not purchased. But no, they did a great job with the Ninja, and also they supported it really well with DLC. They supported it really well with DLC with the Shredder's Revenge with 2 expansions, I think. After that, and also too, I am sure you probably start off with like 4 characters, and when you beat it, you unlock a character similar to you do with Casey Jones in the other game. But yeah, so Nintendo really had some really good. It was a good show for what they had. So not the bootleg Avengers. No, we don't. We have the bootleg Cosmo. Yeah, no. We don't have Times Square Spider-Man. He's saved for Crystal Dynamics. That has Times Square Spider-Man and bootleg Captain America. That's right. No, we don't do Times Square Spider-Man. That's saved for the people working on Perfect Dark. Cosmic Hero with the 10. Thank you so much, man. He goes, Jez, Nintendo and Sony cooking. So is third party. But I ask, where in the world is Xbox at?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
They're making some
Buried treasure is gemstones of juicy glazed blackberries, raspberries.
They're making some juicy glazed blackberries. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, it is, everybody's cooking. You could say, I don't know, like Avowed? Yeah. For the amount of room, like they needed Avowed to make room, dude. Room. Avowed got sandwiched in a goddamn stackables between Kingdom Come 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and even Assassin's Creed were bangers. All three of them, and Avowed got stuck in their goddamn a shit club sandwich. They're like smacked in there. They go, yeah, Avowed came out sometime between those three friggin' bangers. Huge open world, incredible games that will blowing up on the charts and sold 3 million people in Assassin's Creed, dude. Not one dud in sight. And Avowed came out there for some room to avoid Janky Jones. Dude, they should have put Avowed right next to Janky. Do a dual pancakes. A pancake for Janky, and we do pancakes for Avowed. Goddamn, do some Avowed pancakes. Some magic glazed juicy bowls.
Buried treasure is gemstones of juicy glazed blackberries.
Yeah, I don't know. But they moved it out for room, man. They put it right in a goddamn shit club sandwich. Smackdown. And now, South of Midnight coming out sometime around somewhere. And it's just like, dude, Nintendo's coming. Nintendo's
25. It's coming.
Oh yeah, South of Midnight, by the way. In addition to us bringing Janky to PlayStation, and also, yeah, we got Forza coming to PlayStation, and South of Midnight somewhere in there. Pay $30 to play it early, dude. They can't get it early enough. They gotta get the hell out of there. And know what I think is crazy? South of Midnight's coming out, dude. It is like people had previews in February, and they're like, the combat sucks. And that's about it. Everybody moved on. Once again, dude. South of Midnight is next week. Didn't anybody know that? Anybody?
Gaming.
Next week. Is there something called a Switch 2 being announced sometime next week? South of Midnight needs to move for room.
Buried treasure is gemstones of juicy glazed.
Oh man, it needs to be moved. Juicy move. South of Midnight next week. Holy shit. Dude, it's insane. Well, let's see. I don't know. Like, you asked the you know, Cosmic asking where the games are. Is it coming out next week? I saw them go. What is it? South of Midnight, dude. It's only South of Midnight release. When does it come out? Oh yeah, it comes out April 8th. Oh man, and they want you to play it 3 days early. What? They want you to play it on when the Switch 2 is getting announced? Man. And it's $40. What is this? Yeah, the preview. Look at this. The previews of South of Midnight came out in February. Yo, who's writing this shit? Who's like, why would you have previews come out in February and then you go dark and the game comes out in April? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't know. All I can tell you is that nobody liked the nobody was a fan of the combat. What was it? Let me see. Since you asked, let me check this out. Since you asked, let me see.
I was smitten with music was no bluff. and yet a couple elements of the game.
Attacks, you can dodge. If you dodge at the right time, you can kind of leave an enemy stunned and knock them back a little bit. You can push or pull enemies with these sort of abilities. There's some cool interactions you can do, like there's this hive that you can pull an enemy out.
This
of
is
it
back
and
in
throw them
February.
at another enemy. So there's little interactions like that, and there's one that I unlocked where you can weaken someone. The reason I'm a little bit reluctant on this game's gameplay experience is because I saw in the upgrade tree I had 3 of the 4 moves. So I'm hoping that there's a little bit more flexibility. I don't think it's about the amount of moves you get, but I hope that these can be used in interesting ways, because one thing I was kind of disappointed with in that little snapshot is, all right, can I use these abilities out of combat in interesting ways? There was like one time I used the pushback ability to knock up like a metal sheet, and I got some upgrade points. I was like, all right, anything else? Like, I thought like a higher level of environmental interaction would do a lot for me personally. So right now, those abilities feel pretty confined to combat, and even there wasn't like a lot of experimentation. In that upgrade tree, you'll get moves that will let you like double jump and then slam the ground and do a
Buried
little AoE,
treasure
or
is gemstones
push someone
of
back for more
juicy
damage.
glazed blackberries,
or
raspberries.
when someone's weakened, you'll do more damage to them. Like very.
So you only
basic,
fight in these areas. That's apparently what it is. You don't
upgrade
combat
tree.
outside of these.
I think
areas.
now you kind of see where I'm at, where I'm a little bit reserved on that side of the fence. Not bad, just serviceable. But I think when the story's offering something more than that, I was hoping maybe the gameplay could push a little bit further. So we'll see how that.
Yeesh. I don't know. Maybe we need to move for some room. Maybe we got a room for some room. What did ACG say?
Reality to find the clues to each area and get them to unlock. There's a familiarity here, except a different style of one, where you can understand that strings and knots and thingies.
So it looks like you
all
only
just
fight in these
magical
areas.
terms reworked from Horcruxes, curses, and incantations. And that rural magic lodged in Southern legend
What does it
is
say about the combat?
so reality returns back to normal. What was nice about this preview is it opened up a couple chapters in with Hazel exploring a new land and meeting up with a giant
I think it
catfish
looks
who
good.
promised to
I
tell
like
me
the
or
look of
her.
it.
It's got action elements, deeply hinging on a mix of organic as well as more structured platforming moments, and those two align with a combat style that I would say somewhat fits closer to maybe Banishers than Devil May Cry, or Kena versus Bandicoot, or maybe even a little bit of Forspoken in there. Not to say it's wooden like Banishers could be, it's just that the setup and the specific number of moves and combos really distinctly reminded me almost instantly of that. Experimenting with those different moves versus spending a ton of points on a huge number of upgrades means that you're going to be able to identify pretty much right away what you.
I don't know. I thought Dusty Bin reviewed it. Dusty Bin did not like it.
Look, this is Greg. This is our anti-Indiana Jones moment, right? Where I don't care.
What does that mean?
The gameplay is simple. It means we were super critical of the gameplay of that, whereas this one, I understand what Compulsion is trying to accomplish.
Frame
here.
rate.
Like you said, the perform.
Sorry,
go ahead, please.
No, please. You're still in your opening.
Yeah. So what I'm saying on that is the performances are outstanding in this. Obviously, the voice cast, fantastic. The art in this game, this world that they've created, this love letter to the deep American South. Oh, it's like hearing just random sounds as you're going around brought me back.
All right, enough
to
of
the characters and
glazing.
the world around her. I want to experience this. I want to play it. I want to see more. I'm like you. When the preview ended, I'm like, I want to play this final game. Yeah. Sure. Could the gameplay be better? Absolutely. And that is a valid critique that I know a lot of people will have. But I think once you immerse yourself into this, you're just going to love it. And
oh, man. So the gameplay's lacking, but immersion. Yo, Grinders, hit me with the emojis.
Xbox Glaze and the Glaze at Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun.
I don't know.
The Xbox Glaze and Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun.
Side note.
Oh, I see it. No, Grinders. Hold on. I saw it.
Xbox Glaze and the Glaze and Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun.
Things not working. Oh man, it's glazing.
Xbox Glaze and the Glaze and Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun. The Xbox Glaze and the Glaze and Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun.
Hit me with the glazes. Dude, I don't know, man. It sounds a little glazy to me.
You're
Like
my number one customer.
a little immersion here, a little immersion there. The gameplay could be better. Oh, yo, it's a game, man. I mean, the gameplay could be better.
And kind of what you've seen so far, does it feel like it? Because I get the vibes there's going to be like the 4 different bosses. Like, does that seem to be the setup of the game, or am I wrong to think that?
My thought is that every chapter is going to have some kind of gothic monster or whatever I'm going after, some kind of folklore tale is what I would imagine it to be. I don't know if that's correct.
You want your hands on it. You want to be able to act.
Every felt like it was perfect.
That seemed to be the setup of the game, or am I wrong to think that?
My
are the vibes right?
Oh, spot.
The remote version. When we were there, one of the things they did and they made a big presentation about was showing the stop motion trailer. I don't know if you've seen this. Last week,
I don't get it, dude. It is a preview. Exactly, Jack. That was the thing about the and thank you, Cosmic Hero got me on the bringing that up. But it comes out, dude. It comes out next week. So yeah, it does come out, and Grind is, like I said, the previews were not. These came out in February. Dude. So like, that's what I mean. Like, nothing was revisited. Nobody there's no, and next, they have the Switch 2 announced. So I don't know, man. Like, it just seems a little unfortunate. You can't be shipping this kind of like, the environment is good, but it's just the gameplay is not there, and all this other stuff. It's just, I don't know. I do not know, but we will see. But that's the reason why it's been kind of quiet in there. But yeah, like I was saying, like, all these games, there's so much stuff coming out. There is none. The marketing was in February, Neil. That was it. It was in February. That's when people got their hands on it. That's it. And then they were just like hit. Hold on, this one. Yeah, he
feels good, but the whole experience from the get-go, it just feels really clunky. For example, during platforming, there are these brambles,
Dusty doesn't like it.
Little tree things on the side of the road or side of your pathway that you can occasionally walk up on, and they will just explode and hurt you. I don't really know what they're telegraphing that lets me know I'm getting too close, or that they even do this. Sometimes you'll be right on top of one and they'll just do nothing, like when I'm climbing this section here, and then other times I will just get hit by one unexpectedly. When I started out, I did think that some of the dialogue was a bit hard to understand due to the heavy accent associated with it.
She didn't know dangerous creatures from old folks' tales still abide here.
So I would recommend turning on subtitles if you have a hard time understanding an accent like.
Dusty got attacked. He didn't like it either. So enough of that. I'm doing. It is what it is. So he did not, and his whole title. I did not like South of Midnight. So hopefully, maybe he then turns around and gets glazed and is pleasantly surprised. I don't know. But yeah, that comes out next week, and they want you to pay early to play it earlier. And we just talked about all these games, and the Switch 2 is going to have their show. It's tough, man. You can't, like, as a first party, Compulsion been working on this game since 2018. And for it to come out as a $40 game, that's people didn't like the preview, when you're right, they usually make a positive, like, oh, give it a chance. And I don't know, man. That's what Cousin Hero, thank you for the super chat. The Donnell Brown, member 25 months, he goes, I just traded in my PS5 Pro. Best place to play Xbox games. Oh, he just traded in his PS5 for the Pro. Best place to play Xbox games. Thank you, Phil and Booty. And Phil has a message for you, Donnell.
Gaming.
Yeah, it comes out on the 8th and he wants you to pay early. Yeah, it's like you could play 3 days early, so you could play it, like, I think by Friday of next week if you pay for the upgrade, the Phil S buy it early edition. But then it releases on the 8th, which is Tuesday. So I think you could play like 5 days early or 3 days early on that one if you upgrade for, like, I don't know, Aaron Greenberg. Dude sounds like a goddamn car wash salesman. He's like, upgrade for $8. I don't know. The people are upgrading for a few bucks. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. They got this whole thing where you pay for Game Pass and then it's like, and then pay just to upgrade to an edition that you just get the DLC and early access, but you don't own the game. I want to ask anybody, you can walk into a GameStop and go, excuse me, I just want to buy the DLC. They're like, oh, do you have the game, right? Oh, no, I don't have the game. I just want to give you $20 and just get DLC for the game. So you just want to buy, it's a mistake. I just want the upgrade. I just want to buy the Ultimate Edition, but I don't want the game. I just want the content in the Ultimate Edition and the early access. That's what they're doing. Where's Aaron? Aaron Greenberg. He's promoting this. Like, we got $20 out of you, but no. Pay us more. Where is it? What was it? South? This is what I love about the Grindhouse Live. Like, we just do some crazy shit. Let's go around here. South of Midnight here. You're saying, like, upgrade, I think it's $10 upgrade or... Pre-orders available. Advanced access. That's what it is. They call it advanced. I don't know. What the hell's taking it? I don't want to buy it. Where the hell is it? Oh, let's check it out. What was that? Oh. Yeah, he was telling people to upgrade. Upgrade! He's the upgrade man. Let me see. Yeah, no, you can do it with all of them. And hey, they're even selling grinders. They're even letting you pay to play Janky Jones early and Horizon early. They're selling you Ultimate Editions to play those games early on PlayStation. Meanwhile, they've been out. It is messy work, man. Phil needs to get paid. It is messy work to put games out that have been early access. I don't know. Sony doesn't even do that when it puts its games on PC. I don't think it does that. Does it do like early access Ultimate Edition? I don't know. It's pretty wild though. Those games came out like Forza Horizon came out 5 years ago, and they're like, "Oh, play it 4 days early for $100." I don't get it, man. I don't know. Let's go. But enjoy Donnell Brown. Hopefully you like the Pro. Pro's definitely, I'm going to tell you, going from the big behemoth of a Pro, of the PS5 to a Pro, it's like getting a Slim and the Pro. You'll be shocked how small that thing is there. And Ice Queen Gaming, member for 21 months, gets us there. So we got Donnell, and that one, I got to get to work here. We got 7, 8. Let's get 8. We're on our way to next emoji. Ryan Lands, $5. He goes, shout out to Ted Price on his retirement from Insomniac. So many great games over the years. Great show, Jazz. Hey, thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, he left. He walked out on a high horse, man. He really did a great job over there. And also, I wish they'd do something with Sunset Overdrive. That's it. Oh, here it is. Oh, I saved this one. Just before we leave South of Midnight, since it's coming out and there's nobody else promoting it. Instead, they're more excited about Horizon, old-ass games, and Janky Jones on the PlayStation rather than celebrating South of Midnight. I guess because the previews weren't that good. I don't know. But they could care less. But here you go. Let's keep this for good measure, grinders. Xbox themselves marketed South of Midnight as 4K graphics, 60 frames per second, Day one with Game Pass, quick resume. Buy the game for quick resume. And cloud enabled. I guess. So it's 20. I don't know. I guess. Play it early on April. Play it April 8th. Is that the early day? Let me just double check. Click on the link because I don't know where Microsoft's going to take me. So is it 4K 60 together? And by the way, Grinders, something that all I hear about is the $700 PS5 Pro and how expensive it is. I just clicked on this little button and look where it took me. A $600 Xbox Series X. Aaron Greenberg Stripper Glitter Edition. Nobody ever mentions this. I don't get it. That's the way I just clicked on it. Look what it took me. Everybody seems to forget there's a $600 Xbox sitting out there. I don't know. Quick resume is system wide. I know, Mango. That's the thing. And some game like, quick resume. Dude, that's something. That's like Sony going, oh, we got tiles. Screen share. That's a system feature. Is that a game feature? No, they ran out of things to talk about. $600 Xbox out there. I hear about, the Pro is so much, it's $700. $400 less, you get a console that's held back by a booster. Ridiculous. No sales on this one either. Pay up to pay to play. $450 for the 1 terabyte with the disc removed. And $500 for the OG. Can't wait to sell those. Anybody get a price update on those memory cards either? Nobody talks about those either. Nobody talks about the memory cards. How much those things cost? Oh man, remember that was a talking point that they use memory cards. Didn't even have a special edition controller, console, power your dreams. Going good, gamer. Going good, man. Gamer boy. Yep. No custom anything. New IP. Let's get everybody racked around this. Let's touch 2 billion gamers. They're fought in the wind. This is what I mean about them. They want to be everywhere and touch all these people and all this stuff and be on. Dude, the game comes out and you're like low key, like releasing it under the, like, yeah. No, like special editions, no like special streams, nothing. You covered it in February. You gave hands-on previews that people didn't like it, and now it's just like, yeah, compulsion game. You bought the developer in 2018. You're touching ghosts. Like, really, I don't understand it. Like, oh, we want to be everywhere and touch all these gamers, dude. You're fought in the wind. You don't even do anything. You put out a tweet of lies. This is what they do. A tweet of lies. Only has 2.5. Yo, this is wild. It has like 2.5 thousand likes, but it has 216 views. 216,000 views with 2,000 likes, 2,500 likes. It's like, yeah. No thanks. Day one with game, please. Cloud enabled and quick resume. Those are system features. I don't get it. But anyway, got derailed there because of a chat there. But yeah, by the way, I just did a little promotion for South of Midnight there. And anyway, back to the books. Back to the other topic here. So we had those things announced, and then Sony. Oh man, out of the blue, Nintendo Direct shows a game that I'm like, wait a second. That is I remember playing Patapon on my PSP. I remember playing that on my it's go. So Patapon 1 and 2 is getting remastered from Bandai Namco, and it is coming out on November 7th, and it's going to PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. So this is basically these are kind of, I guess, from Japan studios, or like these smaller games. These are Sony IPs that they had, and they were just sitting around, and Sony licensed them out, similar to what they did with Horizon, and they told them to go make a Lego game, and now they told Bandai, yeah, go remaster Patapon 1 and 2. We're not going to do it. We're working on other stuff. So you can see Sony Entertainment things. It's a family mark, PlayStation logo, like all the thing that it is. It's a PlayStation IP. Then to follow that up, Everybody's Golf, which, man, I remember I played that when it first came out on, well, Hot Shots Golf back in the day. But I remember this was one of the games I played a lot on the PS4 because I just got my PlayStation 4 Pro, and Everybody's Golf came out, and I always wanted like kind of like a Mario Golf type thing, like, you know, and I played Everybody's Golf, and I played the hell out of that game. Yeah, so I'm excited to see it coming back. I always like those they're great, just messing around Mario Golf type games like Hot Shots Golf and stuff like that. And this got announced, another Sony owned IP at the Nintendo show, published by Bandai, the PS5, the Switch, and Steam. So Sony licensed out their IP to have somebody else make it and put it on those three devices for both of them. And you might notice that somebody's missing. Somebody who wants to touch 2 billion people and says, what about me? What about me? And we have another Xbox.
Go for son.
Skip. Yeah. But skip. Where you go? Skip.
Simple as that.
Skip.
Xbox skip. Man, cold. They even skipped them on Horizon. And I thought, I thought Horizon was more of a head turner than these two. Like, Patapon and Everybody's Golf. Like, these things were kind of just like, yeah, they were just kind of sitting IPs. But like, I thought Horizon on a Switch was sort of like, whoa, wait a second. Aloy, Herman's girlfriend. What's Herman's girlfriend doing over on the Switch? But man, we just came off of episode 200. And we talked about this whole reach around PlayStation games on an Xbox that may sideload Steam and all this other shit. And it's going to work. No custom hardware, off the shelves, boot up Steam, sideload, goddamn reach around, rusty trombone way of playing PlayStation games on an Xbox that people could go on X and go, nah, boo boo. And Sony, will they block it? Won't they block it? What will they do? They got it right here. They skip your ass. Patapon, no Xbox.
Xbox, no. Fill this. Well,
you want a golf game? Everybody's Golf.
Xbox, no. Fill that.
No Xbox. You want to play Ape Escape in Metal Gear? No Xbox.
Xbox, no. Fill this. Well,
you want to try to play through a browser and stream your PlayStation-owned games from Steam on a Edge browser on an Xbox? No Xbox. Block it.
Xbox, no. Fill this. Well,
it is friggin' crazy that they are blatantly just skipping Xbox. And then they go, yeah, MLB The Show, no Xbox.
Xbox, no. Fill this.
Instead, Phil's like, you know what? We don't got MLB The Show today in opening day. We don't have any baseball game in our Game Pass service. I'm sure that hit them. I am sure, because that was a good get. When that was announced a few years ago, when I said that, when I heard that MLB The Show was going in Game Pass, I'm like, yo, I'm like, that's a good get for Game Pass day one. But just when they said we're only making it now for next generation, we're moving on, and the biggest updates in MLB The Show opening day, no Game Pass for you this year. Go play the old ones. I don't know if they pulled out the old ones. I think they did. They may have. But no Game Pass MLB, buy your games, Xbox. Buy them now. Pull it right out of from under the... Yeah, and I'm sure they lost some subs. Those that play expected to get a baseball game in Game Pass. The rude awakening. So what Phil did to compromise them is he said EA is allowing us to add... EA Play is going to add college football on baseball opening day. So he gave them a sports game. He gave them EA Play college football in Game Pass. Goddamn March. Well, April 1st. The April Fool's joke. You give me college football when the opening day on baseball. Compromises, Phil says. I don't know, man. Game Pass, it is a fought in the wind, man. It's peaks and valleys. They're pulling games out, pulling games in. And like I said, Game Pass will always live and die by Microsoft first party. And it just seems to me that their first party does not making waves enough for Game Pass. And if Call of Duty didn't amount to a hill of beans and had to have Phil put games on PlayStation because Call of Duty's in Game Pass, nothing's gonna do it. But the thing is, if Sony here putting their games or their IP, allowing other publishers to do it, is going to be very interesting to see. Well, Patapon is just a remaster. Everybody's Golf World, we'll see how this is. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how much oversight Sony has into their quality stuff, because the Lego game really wasn't very well received. I didn't play it, but just from the news, it wasn't really that good. It looked good, but it really wasn't that good. And I don't know what Sony's oversight is on this. And this is something where Sony's gonna do, as we heard in our first emoji. This is what Sony is going to you gotta watch. They're gonna FAFO.
You gon' learn the hard way. Hit greenness, better watch out when you fly too close to the sun. Just ask Phil, he got permanent tan lines on his ass.
I don't know, man. Sony FAFO. What is the quality oversight? If you're gonna start lending out your IP, don't make them mess it up, because that's your image. Now, I know they weren't doing anything with this stuff to begin with, so I think on the better side, the lighter side, I'm glad that these games exist. Patapon, Everybody's Golf, I'm excited for this one. I'm glad that this is coming out, because if Sony was going to do nothing with it and just sit on it and not do anything with it and just let it rot, the fact that they had Hot Shots Golf and it evolved to Everybody's Golf, and I don't think Handclap is making it, right? Because I don't think that's who used to make it. I don't know who where Handclaps are. I remember Handclaps made the other one. Now this is all Bandai, but they are keeping it within the realm. They're not giving it to no Western developer. Now, maybe they gave Legos to that, but they gave it, to Bandai Namco and stuff like that. And then they're allowing, and putting it on a Switch and Steam. And man, it's crazy that they just blatantly just skip Xbox. Clap hands. Thank you. Not hands clap. Thank you, Bender Strings. I just know them because they had right after that logo showed on Everybody's Golf, they had an awesome song. There was an awesome song at the beginning of Everybody's Golf on the PlayStation 4. But I'm just glad that these games exist. And if this is the way to get these games out, then that's fine. It's just you got to make sure that they have that quality to it if you don't want to hurt your franchise, because there's a risk with it. There's a reward and a risk. The reward is that you don't need to have your own studio stop what they're doing and work on this game. This game. instead you can have somebody else work on it while you still cook, and you're able to get the game out without you using your own resources, but you put out the license. So you can have your cake and kind of eat it too. But you also put yourself at risk with potentially, coming out, making them come out with a dud. So you got to have proper oversight with it. And I think the other thing too is that People Can Fly was another kind of partnership type thing that they announced, working with the Sony studio, but they're working in tandem as a co-studio, working with them, working with something on a PlayStation IP. I don't know if they're working with somebody or they're working on their own, but that's another one where they're working on a PlayStation IP. Because that's the one thing that I've noticed a lot in this generation. It seems like they are really, really trying to build these worlds around their IP that involve other media as well, and looking for those opportunities. Like Sony's really pushing to kind of get their IP out there and nurture it rather than neuter it, as the green guys over there did. They neutered Halo, ass cheeks and all. Paramount Plus. Well, Netflix now. Halo Netflix. So, clap cheeks. That's right, Don John. Clap cheeks. Hit that like button, grinds. But yeah, again, it's a risk, but it has its reward, and I'm glad to see it coming out. And for those think that, Sony won't block anything, or block.
Where the box
is in the name. Not gonna block. Sony's petty, and Sony still views Microsoft as competition. As probably their only competition, because they're not viewing the PC as competition, and they're not viewing Switch as competition. So, and then you go back here, even back here when the Portal was launching, because this was another thing though. So with the Switch 2 coming out, Sony's trying the Portal thing, and they had this coming out. Sony launching the Portal next month. All eyes will be on whether it turns out to be a huge success or a bit of a damp squib. Well, we found out it is a huge success. British news publisher, the BBC,
It's coming.
Caught up with Sony boss Eric Lampel to talk about the device, which allows PlayStation 5 owners to stream their own game library via the internet connection. Mr. Lampel denies that it will be going ahead with Nintendo Switch or Valve's Steam Deck. He claims that the Portal is a different proposition. Lampel also confirmed the site that the Portal can be used while outside the home as long as the internet signal is strong. The device won't work with their cloud gaming service, and we could just say just yet, because they did that last year where they updated it, and now it works with their cloud service. So the Portal was never intended to compete with the Switch. However, you start putting games on a Switch, and then you come around and go, you know what? Now we really want to hone in on a mobile vision. You kind of created that. You got to watch. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean. With these wonderful reach out programs to put your IP out there, you do put yourself susceptible that you're going to look like an ass when you try to come out. It's like, oh, we're going to do a portable PlayStation, but you're already putting some of your IP, like everyone's golf on a PSP 3 or whatever like that. It's like, well, putting it out there, you put yourself in a little expectation now. There doesn't seem to be a need for a PSP 3. Well, it's going to be hard to move that hardware if you're already putting your stuff elsewhere. Same thing goes with PC stuff. If your consoles start getting at the price of these PCs, maybe they are creeping on your competition now. It's really easy when you're like, we're the only house in town to play these IPs. Also, another thing that comes about with this IP sharing shit is that, how do you say this is ours? This is our own, when Nathan Drake is everywhere? How do you say, oh, but no, all roads lead back to Sony? All roads lead back to me. That's my IP. That's our identity. Okay. It gets a little harder to do that when everybody's playing it. So I'm just saying, what's good or what's bad? If they want to make their home the house of this IP, like a Disney, like a Nintendo, you don't go farming out and messing around with the neighbors. And exclusives are very important. They're your identity. They're the reason why you were even in this space. So, it sounds great in theory, Hotokiness, to put around your stuff and, more people engaging and all this other stuff. But it does put you at risk for when you're ready to maybe hone it in or the money's not too hot. Oh, wrap it up. We need to come back. Everybody need to come back home to PlayStation. Everybody need to come back. It's too late. People already got to experience your shit everywhere else, and now they chose to be there. See, that's the thing. You open up the pathways. It happened to me. It happened to me with PC. I never even thought about getting a gaming PC or any kind of gaming on PC at all. But it wasn't until Gears was going to PC and Party Chat was going to PC that I ventured into it. And guess what happened? Oh yeah, I went there for Gears because I felt comfortable to play Gears on PC. But then guess what? I started building a Steam library. I started clicking on those Epic Store games. I started looking at CD keys. I started getting some deals. And now all of a sudden, I went over there because, I want to play Gears and with my friends on PC and get the higher fidelity that they're talking about. But now guess what? I came for Gears, but I'm staying for Steam. And now all of a sudden, thank you for showing me this new experience. Toodaloo. And that's what happened. Especially when they made it like, your chat and everything goes over. That's why I said it's a balancing act here. So, Sony, I said it before. FAFO. Hotokiness, you might like the little bit of money right now, but if you think like all of a sudden you start putting your IP and everybody gets that expectation your IP is going everywhere else, it's going to be real hard to stand in front of everybody and say PS6, bitch.
25. It's coming.
That urgency, that need. Because just watch. Watch what Switch 2 does in their thing. I'm telling you right now. Watch how Nintendo rolls. Watch what they do with the Switch 2. All your buddies are going to be there. Your Mario, Luigi, your Princess Peach, your Kirby's, your Star Fox. Who the hell knows who's showing up? But they're all coming. And they're all going to be there for the launch of their new system. Goddamn Disney on Ice, bitches. Mario on Ice. They are coming. And they're going to show you because they know that's why you buy their shit, because that's the Magic Kingdom. That's where you play their IP. And watch. Like, yeah, everybody's golf and Patapon remastered aren't going to move heads. But it's a start. Remember what Phil said, just 4 games? We got Hotokiness going. It's just 2. Get ready if Astrobot starts showing up on Switch 2.
25. It's coming.
I don't know. Like I said, FAFO, Sony. Open up those doors. We'll see what happens. Are they going to come back to you? Or are they going to you open up the door and say, go ahead. See you later. Oh, I could play Astrobot natively on hard. Oh, really? I don't have to use the portal. Oh, I don't need an internet connection to play Astrobot on my Switch 2? No. Like I said, FAFO. And we've seen it. Like the song says, Phil flew too close to the sun. He has permanent tan lines on his ass. He went too far. And then when he comes back, he goes, oh shit, everybody home? Nobody's home. Xbox house is empty. You chased them all away. Now they're celebrating games selling on PlayStation. What a time. So Sony, just be, don't think you're immune to this shit. And all I'm going to say too, I know PC shit is going wild right now with graphics cards and stuff like that, but they're also working on smaller APUs and cheaper PCs that are capable of gaming. AMD working on that shit too. So there may be like worlds where these micro PCs and stuff like that start doing what they're doing. It doesn't, Corey, the thing is that it's not, they're licensed games, and Bando and Namco's making them. Sony's not publishing them, which is good, because who wants to waste their time if it's going to take away from the games that they're producing, right? But the IP is showing up somewhere else. So it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to look and say, who developed this? Give me the box. Corey, they're not going to look at the box. Oh, Bando, we're safe. We're safe. Bando's doing it. We're good. No, people are going to go like, oh, Patapon, I played that on my PSP. What the fuck is it doing on Nintendo? Everybody's Golf. Oh, I played it on the PS4. Oh, why is this on my Nintendo Switch store? Nobody's going to look at who did the developer? Who did? Oh, it's Bando. Oh, we're safe. Okay. It's all right. Sony's safe. No, Sony's going to fuck around and find out. Because it's not going to stop at this shit. You know. It's not going to stop. But nobody's looking at the box art. Oh, they just licensed it. We're good. Sony's good. Nah. The message has been sent. So we don't know. I'm just telling them to be cautious. Because if they want to try to get people back under their roof, if they want to talk about exclusives, it's hard to do it when you're farming your shit out there. And just look at Microsoft, dude. You talk out of two sides of your mouth, you're talking out your ass. So, but I'm excited that, hey, if they didn't do this, we would never see in Everybody's Golf 2. So, oh shit, Sam Alton just said Patapon on the Switch has exclusive 4-player local multiplayer, not on PS5. Oh shit. David says no one even knows their PlayStation IPs. You know what I'm gonna say? And this is what happened. I said this on X. I said, yo, Everybody's Golf. Wouldn't it be nice if goddamn Hiroki Totokiness went around and said, bitch, let's make an Everybody's Golf VR 2 PlayStation mode. It begins. And people are like, oh no, but Bandai's doing it. Doesn't matter. Why? You have a PlayStation VR 2. You take care of that. Why is Everybody's Golf showing up on a Switch before it showed up on PlayStation VR 2? The other one had VR. They added a VR mode to Everybody's Golf. It would be nice, since you have a goddamn VR 2, that we get a VR mode in Everybody's Golf world. It would be nice, since you did it with the other one, especially with the higher fidelity and everything like that. I don't know. It would have been nice to have a little state of play, and Everybody's Golf's coming to PlayStation with the VR 2. Could do it, but instead it shows up on a Switch stage. Like, oh, that's nice. I don't know. But that's the kind of thing. It's like, wait a second. Where's your thought process? Or tell Bandai Namco, you want to use Everybody's Golf? Then why make a VR mode? Then you could go put it everywhere. But we want a VR mode in it. You got to support our PlayStation VR 2. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to do the Hitman because the Hitman VR looks awesome. I'm going to be reviewing, playing that here. But I tell you, the Sony's VR 2? Where are the IPs? They want to build these incredible worlds. I'm going to go on friggin' rant now with VR. They want to build these incredible IPs in their worlds, their Last of Us's and the Horizons, and well, they already did Horizon, but God of War's, like all this. You want to build these IPs. Wouldn't it be awesome if they just took some of their IPs and put them in VR worlds? They did it with Horizon, but that's it. You got the system sitting there. You even put it on sale. I played the mini golf game, Ace. Like, that one's good. But that game was also on a Meta Quest. This is Sony did VR with the other one. Sony did VR mode with the other Everybody's Golf. I played it. with the janky ass move controls and shit. They added VR modes to everybody's golf. But that would have been a nice little thing. But who knows? Maybe they do. But as of now, that I don't say it. But it would have been nice. But this one I am, excited about and stuff like that. But again, they're old, they're IPs that weren't doing any much. But they're ready. That's what I said. Horizon on the Switch definitely was more of like, oh, really? But yeah. But they need to build those worlds. They care so much about making shows and TV shows and getting their IP out there. Man, you have such these incredible worlds. It would be nice to put them in VR. Because that's what they did with Horizon, but they didn't do anything else more. But anyway, we will see what they do with this. And then they had a couple of other games there. The other thing that they announced was the virtual card game at the Nintendo show. They had this whole not the virtual card game, this virtual game card, where basically you could share it. That's right, Last of Us VR unknown. I know, Ryan. Today they take too long to make. God damn it! But they do skip Xbox. That's right, Muhammad. So they're basically taking this whole thing where they're like, you could lend the game out to people in your family, not friends, people in your family for 14 days. So there's a lot of limitations, as Nintendo does. But obviously they're doing this because they want to move their games to the other Switches, and moving profiles and stuff is really a head scratcher and a pain in the ass on Nintendo systems because it's actually tied to the device if you buy it digitally. Now they're taking the digitally one and they're moving it to other systems so you could lend them, but you can only lend them to your family though. So the accounts that are on there as your family, you can't lend them to friends for 14 days. That was the actual thing that Xbox proposed back in the day. But now Nintendo's doing it, but you can only so if you're playing on your Switch 1, you buy a Switch 2, the kids want to play something from the Switch 1, or you want to send it to, you got to share, they got to be in your family, you got to send it to them. You can't play the game while it's out, and they get it for 14 days, dude. I tell you, something as simple
like zoinks.
I tell you, only Nintendo comes up with this horse shit. And then they at the end they're like, okay, Miyamoto was there. I was like, holy shit, Miyamoto got something cooking. Miyamoto. And he's like, oh, the Nintendo calendar app. I'm like, what the calendar app?
I have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch this. You can do everything.
They're so antiquated, man. For such creative minds, there's so much foolery over at Nintendo with their stuff. They take something so simple and they do just like 25% and they leave the 75% up to the Joneses. They say like, oh, we have a problem here because people are going to be buying a second Switch, but they want to play their old games. And now they'll have multiple Switches. So let's have them lend out the games like they do with a card. Wow, that sounds like a great idea. Oh, but no. They only could do it for 14 days and only to their family. I'm like, what? It's just like, so I get a Switch 2. And like somebody wants to play Smash Brothers. I gotta lend Smash Brothers out, and they only could pay. My kid can only play for 14 days, and then it comes back to me, and then I gotta send it back to them. Digital game can be lent to a Nintendo account family group member via local and that's the other shit. All this stuff has to be on local connections. Like you gotta be. It's almost like Bluetooth transfers, like the licenses. Like they can't be like, oh, they're away, let me send the game to them. No, they got to be in the same room as you with the Switch in hand, and they got to like touch them. They got to be on a local Wi-Fi. Games you could lend on the account. After the game will be automatically returned to you. This feature, and I guess the save goes with them, or I don't know. This feature will be available on the Switch late April via hardware system update. Additionally, virtual game cards will also work on the Switch too. Exactly. So what you're assuming is people are going to upgrade to the Switch 2, keep their Switch 1s like hand-me-downs, and lend games to them. Exactly. Cosmic says, so Nintendo reinvented Blockbuster, but worse. Exactly. Goddamn, but worse. It's trash. God damn. Let me get the Swallow Pony Juice for the 3. He goes, PlayStation are masterminds when it comes to this gaming space. Patapon 1 and 2 and Everybody's Golf will do tons of sales on the Switch. I applaud Sony. Yeah, man. I think it's, like I said, the fact that they're able to get these games out without kind of like spending their own time and you know, their time development to make these other games, it's great. Like maybe we'll never see these games if it wasn't for this. So it's good that they're able to do that, and I think Everybody's Golf is going to do great as long as Nintendo doesn't have a Mario Golf coming out with the Switch 2.
It's coming.
Sony better watch out, because if a Mario Golf is going to be announced next week, Everybody's Golf could go, it's nobody's golf. It should have stayed on PlayStation. Oh shit.
I can go directly to Blackness.
That's all I'm saying. There better not be no Mario Golf next week. That's all I'm saying. Because it'll be just gonna be nobody's golf. That's what I'll tell you right now. It'll be nobody's golf. That's right. It's right. Yeah. Exactly. You better watch. It's a me. It's golf time. It's like, oh shit. Nobody's golf. Oh man. This is like, yo, keep that shit on PlayStation. Put that VR mode in there. That's what I mean, man. And they do this again. Nintendo Switch 2, where they do the snap, they go, it's a me. It's golf time. Shit. They're like, yo, tell them about Everybody's Golf the week before. Tell them about the week before. It's like, oh shit. Oh no. It's a me 4. Oh shit. It'd be nobody's golf. Take it away. It's done. It's a me, your worst nightmare. Yoshi. Yoshi. He's like, oh shit. He's in 4. Oh shit, someone be like, god damn it.
25. It's coming.
Oh god damn. Totoki Ness is flipping over tables.
I have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts.
He's
Watch
like,
this.
Bandai, why did I listen to you? Why did I give you Everybody's Golf? Mario Golf is coming out. That's right. It's a me. I whoop your ass. Oh shit. Bandai bag. Oh no, we're releasing Nobody's Golf. We better come out now. I'd be a character. You're duped again. But like I said, what did I say, grinders? What did I say? There you go.
You gon' learn the hard way. Hickoriness, better watch out when you fly too close to the sun.
You never know, Mario Golf.
He got permanent tan lines on his ass.
That Everybody's Golf VR mode sounds real fine right about now. If you see Mario next week, it's a me. There's Mario Kart, and a Mario Tennis, and a Mario Golf, and a Mario Soccer. Holy shit, they're all coming to Switch 2.
25. It's coming.
Goddamn, Bandai's like, oh shit, nobody's golf. There you go. Like I said, FAFO. You wouldn't have that problem. You wouldn't have to worry about Mario Golf now, Sony. But now, Bandai and you need to worry about it. Who knows? But we will see. But it's always fun. Hey, I'm sure it's going to do well on there. As long as Mario don't show up. The Mario Glaze. The Mario Gaze. But you want to know what, though, Corey? Hot Shots Golf was sort of like Sony's version of Mario Golf. Like, it has the same type of simplistic gameplay, the crazy characters, the sounds. Like, I used to play it. Like, I loved Mario Golf, and I felt, I really liked Everybody's Golf. Or what it was when it was Hot Shots Golf. Like, you know, we even have the classic versions. Actually, I believe it was in PlayStation Now I was playing Hot Shots Golf. They even had Hot Shots Tennis. The Hot Shots Sports thing was basically their take on the Mario Sports. That's how I felt. They were kind of programmed like that. They kind of played like that. But there you go. You wouldn't have to worry about Mario Golf if you did that VR mode. Oh, hey.
I can go directly to blacknets.
Like I said, FAFO, we will see. And we will be there for it, you know? Definitely. Hit that like button. You never know, man. You never know. But I would say, yo, let me do a VR mode and not have to worry about goddamn when Mario Golf was coming out. But I guess that's Bandai's problem. Sony just said, here's the license. You give us a little cut. Give it a little cut there. But yeah, well, and you know what? I didn't even show... Yo, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale coming to Switch 2. No, I was thinking, I was thinking, I don't think they'll do Astrobot there. But yeah, but who knows? They got a lot of IPs. They got so much. They got so many, what was it? Golf World. Not gold. Golf. Yeah, here's the is this the trailer? No, that was Hot Shots Golf. Was it the I'm just taking a look. Yeah, here it is. Just to show the trailer of it. Game footage not final. Oh man, we're doing this now. I thought it was funny is that they call it Hot Shots to kind of be like, hey, you remember Everybody's Golf was from Hot Shots Golf. Yeah, that's Mario Golf, dude. It's a me! It was Mario! It's a me! Man, that Switch 2 looks rough, dude. I think Everybody's Golf looked better. Because I remember it was like 4K on the Pro. I remember it had a Pro mode on it, on the PSI Pro. Man, that Switch one is rough. Rough. Yeah, man. Like, look, this is the new one. Hold on, I just want to show you. So this is the new one that the Switch announced. All right, and then let me show you. And then here's the one that was on. I don't know why, but you just saw that one, right? And then here it is. Here's the. Look at the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 4 Pro version. Dude, the Switch, man. It's fighting for its life. Yeah, look, this is the PlayStation 4 version of Everybody's Golf. Look at this game. The Switch version looks sad. Bandai, get to work. I remember this game looked damn good on the Pro. Because I remember I had a 4K 30 mode or 4K 60 mode. But man, this game. Yo, this is the one. This is the PS4 Pro. Switch, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Look at it. Yo. Look at this. This is the Pro version. So this is the Pro version. This is the PS5. This is the PS4 version of the game. I played the shit out of this one. And it had a VR mode in it. Dude. So this is the one that this was the PS4, and then where's the one from yesterday? It is Nintendo's. Yo, what the Yo, Nintendo, what kind of game is this? Oh man.
For 6 years, I taught you how to go for the W. You could have been one of the greats. And now look at yourself. You're not even a has-been. You're a never was.
Oh, man. Yo, that is rough. It's rough. This is the one more time. This is the one that they showed yesterday coming to the Switch. I remember the cyclone. I used to get that cyclone ball. Dude, this is the one that they showed yesterday. My goodness. And then we type in PS4 version. Yo, here's the PS4 launch trailer for everybody's golf. Yo, pull your pants, dude. Clap hands. Look at this. Yo. Yo. Jesus. Yo, that Switch 2 better have better graphics. Yo. Then yo, that's when I started 2017, dude. Yeah, because I know I got my PlayStation that summer, and I picked up this. I was like, "This is awesome! I'll go some golf game." Crazy, man. 2017, 2025, we're getting it, and it looks like yo, it looks like that shit. This is wild. Yo, not fun. It says, wait. I need the side by. I need some side by sides here. That's my thing. I need a visual. What are we doing here? There we go. We're gonna run them. This is an 8-year difference in video games. Jesus Christ.
Get to the chopper!
Like zoinks!
Jesus. Oh man, dude, that is rough. That is roughness. That is roughness right there. What's up, Truth Serum? Hey, Aaron, here he is. We got him here. Aaron, I was wondering where you were. But yeah, there's your hot shots. Switch's booster. Dude, this is wild. This is wild. Let me get the picture. Look at the grass. I don't know. Maybe the Switch 2 is going to like jack it up. I don't know. Maybe the Switch 2 jacks it up. But my God. Yo. See, this one went for more realism. Yikes. Where is it? Where's Shaggy?
Like zoinks.
Hey, Shaggy, grab a bucket and some Lysol. Scrub off my tires. There's fucking dog shit all over by the entrance.
Well, hopefully the PlayStation 5 version looks like the one on the left. Hope. But anyway, grinders, that is wild. So now, before we get into the what was the other thing? Oh yeah, we'll do the dusty bin thing since I got the thing. But let me show you the second emoji. Grinders, let me show you that second emoji. Here we go. Let's get it with the tune, with the music. So this will be the second one that we're striving for. And this one will be, here we go. Hold on, I'm getting that one next. So do your voting. Here it is. This emoji will be the second one that you'll vote on once we get it. We're on our way to 77, and we'll get that one. So here it is, grinders. The other one. Oh, did it go over? Hold on. There it is. This one. This emoji, which will be accompanied by this tune.
ET better move over. Xbox says make some room. It's coming. Bury Xbox in the ET hole. Bury Xbox in the ET hole.
There you go. That is your second emoji. Bury it. That is the second one that you'll be voting on once we hit the goal of 77 VIPs. That will be your second one, and that is your tune.
ET better move over. Xbox says make some room. It's coming. Bury Xbox in the ET hole.
That's your emoji number 2 and your tune to go with it. Aaron's back. Aaron, here we go, Aaron. I got a tune for you, too. Here we go. Here's a sound clip for Aaron. Now he is our resident goggle at the Grindhouse. Aaron, here you go.
Hey, Ron, where are you? Where is Ron right now? No Ron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute, Ron. Here.
There you go. Hope you like that one, Ron. I've been waiting to get you in here. I wanted to play that for you.
Hey, Ron, where are you? Where is Ron right now? No Ron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute, Ron. Here.
There you go. You made it. You made it, Aaron. You made it. Lucky you got that one. The True Virgil got the goggle and bowls. You got that one. You need that as your ringtone. Where are you? Shout out to Aaron, man. Thanks for being a grinder, man. I appreciate it, man. I know you're hyped for that Switch, too, man. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready for that Switch, too. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for it. I had to save it and see you in there. I was asking for you on Monday. I was like, where is he? I got to play this clip. All the hard work paid off. That's right. Woo. Do your stretches. It's ready. It's coming. Don't worry. It's coming for you. You're getting that Switch 2. You're going to be our resident Switch 2 expert. And then I'm going to be like, when we talk about the Switch 2, I'm going to be like,
Hey, Ron.
Where is he?
Where are you?
The game night with the 5. He goes, from the loose research I did, Freedom Wars Remastered, a Sony IP, sold maybe 80K, and that across the Switch, PS5, and Steam. Who knows how these IPs will do? Yeah. I'm saying it's a new venture for them. And you know what? They are experiencing it to see. You know, I think everybody's golf, like I said, it'll feed the Mario Golf crew as long as Mario Golf don't come out. And you know, Patapon definitely, you know, especially if they put in the gyroscope, because I can see Patapon, you know, it used the gyro. Pause. It used the gyro on there. So like, if you could use the gyro and do Patapon, you know, that is awesome as well. Like, you'll use some of the features of the Switch or the gyro that's in it as well. So yeah, no, definitely. Hey, it's interesting. I think it's so blatantly crazy that people think like, you know, Sony doesn't have the ability to block, and if Microsoft was going to find a way, or they'll find a way to play their games, like Sony won't do it. Sony will, man. They will do that crazy shit because they value their IP, and they still view Microsoft as competition. You know, I had an article up here. I don't think I even have it anymore. But like, yeah, well, the Portal wasn't coming out to do the Switch. It's just like, you know what? And then Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan says that the Nintendo isn't a direct competitor to PlayStation, and that their fans are not into Call of Duty. Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan, before he was eating pudding. Yo, he says Nintendo is not a Sony direct competitor. The FTC has been trying to establish that Nintendo is not a competitor to the relevant market. In terms of this trial, saying that Nintendo Switch is less capable hardware that puts it in a different realm than PlayStation and Xbox. Ryan logically played to the point, claiming Nintendo is the console in the market, but it's not Sony's direct competitor. It's a competitor, but not their direct competitor. Who knows? Jim Gordon Ramsay Ryan. But yeah, let me get to the DMs and that stuff. But yeah, we'll see. You know, it is a new venture, man. It is. If Jim Ryan sounding like Phil, right? Well, now he's eating chocolate pudding and singing karaoke and yelling Yahtzee. So we'll see. You know, Sony has definitely been doing some pivots, man. Pivot! You know, changing the live service. And one of the things, too, there was a very interesting quote, and where is it? About this whole venture. You know, before we leave the thing here, where was it? It was a good... Let me see if I have it here. I thought I had it. Oh no, it wasn't. I'm sorry, it wasn't. It was it. No, it was Sean Layden. I'm sorry, it wasn't sure. Here,
Xbox is trying new stuff.
as we're getting into this, here we go. Sean Layden and Dusty Bin show. Where's Dusty? Where Dusty Bin? Where is he? Where's the Dusty Bin? Where the hell's my thing? There he goes. Let me get my display. Here you go. Let's see what you guys say.
Xbox is trying new stuff. Yes, you and I are not in agreement about the efficacy of Game Pass.
And to be clear, you think it's a non-starter. It's not.
Oh no, this is not the one. This is not the one. This is not the video that I wanted. It was this one. Where was it? Hold on, I'll do it. I'll get it on this one. Hold on. Oh wait, did somebody? Dustin. Yeah, because I thought this was a crazy statement. Here, which I didn't see a lot of people talking about this one, because it kind of goes exactly with what's going on with the. Oh my goodness, I typed that in wrong. Hold on, typing. It was this one. Where is it? Finding it, looking for it. There it is. Hit that like button, Grindhouse.
In games when I was in London back in.
As a dad of two, I feel that it is hard to get fired up when you just want. As a dad of two, I feel that it is hard to get fired up when you just want to take a nap most of the time.
Which is why guys like me had to step down. With a beard like this, I was just waiting to release a bad game. So.
I know we're coming close to the end of our time. I did have some patron questions I wanted to get to. We can sort of do them quick if you need.
Was that the one?
You have under your wing the entire forces of Bethesda and Activision Blizzard.
No, where was it? I had it here.
You would be us knocking on people's doors with one game in hand, but there are a few of us together trying to get seen. Is there a way to change the business model that way?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward. I'm hoping for. And the last part of that question from Adam.
Will the new generation be a focus for the publishers of the industry?
Well, it has to.
Yeah.
And with Sega, Dreamcast was just ahead of its time.
This is it.
But they became a very successful third-party publisher, super strong, one of the best in Japan. And no, I'm not surprised Xbox is on PlayStation. It's kind of the way that goes.
Are you saying they're going third party?
I'm not going to say anything because that's up to Phil to decide.
Yeah.
But I think if you have under your wing the entire forces of Bethesda and Activision Blizzard and the other studios you've bought up over time, you would be a really strong third-party publisher. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I hear that. Adam asks, with the exceptional growth in indie games, do you foresee whether free-to-play games will eventually be the new...
Don't necessarily work well, I believe, for the game developers.
That's the one he says there.
One of the things that's just something for me to chew on. But one of the things from
this is it, Grindhouse. Found it. Now I found it. I'm sorry. Hit that like button.
Because there were some issues earlier on where they would die somewhat quick.
This is it.
Well, if you didn't treat it right, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure it gets enough air.
Yeah.
Let's go. Put that now it is.
Put that cookie down.
That sort of reminds me of PC. A lot of people are having a lot of conversations about the whole PC release strategy. PlayStation's keeping it a year or two for the sort of the first parties. Like I imagine Wolverine isn't going to be coming to PC anytime soon. And if Intergalactic, I imagine, would come to console first. Xbox is day and date. Nintendo's never going to go to PC probably. Do you feel like PlayStation is going to stick to their guns on this strategy, or like 10 years from now, are we going to be all playing apps off of our television? Like what's the future look like for everybody? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts.
Well, and it's the right time to ask that question, because I think when we're looking at the so-called, console wars,
they're done.
Okay. I saw you picked up a clip that someone else did with an interview with Peter Moore.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. And Peter's talking about that. And, and then we had the rivalry and there was some, smack talking, that sort of thing. But
I just do think it's funny. It's like, it's done. It's done.
Put that cookie down now.
He's like, it's done.
Put that cookie down now.
It's over. It's over. But you still are talking about Xbox chance to dominate. Okay, I guess. Anyway,
both PlayStation and Microsoft knew that there was value to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, boxing was at its peak when it was Ali Frazier.
Uh-huh.
You have these two titans, these two sides fighting against each other.
Yeah.
And then later on, it kind of, when Mike Tyson just beat everybody he met, just kind of said, okay. So that was important in the console space. And I think what we've got to now, though, is we have two very high-end pieces of equipment, which, if you open it up, they're pretty similar under the hood. I think they both run the AMD, system on a chip or chipset that goes in there. So that's why it's very, very easy now to do multi-platform releases, where when it was Xbox 360 and PS3,
oh yeah,
you had to recode the game in order to get it run on a multi-platform. So I think that we're getting to a point where the conversations around hardware is about ray tracing and teraflops, which normal Joes understand. The jump from PS1 to PS2, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing the Gran Turismo demo on PS2 just blew my mind. And then from PS2 to PS3, we're getting into real, 1080p, 60 frames per second. We were delivering those standards. Got a Blu-ray player in it.
Yep.
People saw that for that. PS4 was like the apotheosis of all of that, making it come together in a nicer way and a better architecture, thanks to Mark Cerny, that people could actually code for. PS5 is extension of that, but the technical leaps are starting to plateau. Right, it's not like this anymore.
Yeah.
So, what is the future of multi-consoles? And I'll leave Nintendo's world aside because it's kind of in its own lane.
Yeah,
but
Nintendo always is.
I'm old enough. I was there. I wrote the press release in one of my first jobs at Sony. Wrote the press release announcing that to enhance its video offerings, Sony is going to start manufacturing VHS videotape players. We have our Betamax lineup, but to enhance our lineup, we're going to bring in VHS. 18 months later, the Betamax lineup is gone. There was 8-track compact cassette. There was DVD and HD DVD, and all these other format wars have happened in music and in video, for decades. And then at the end, one format wins out. There's complicated licensing arrangements which allow other manufacturers to build to that standard. And the idea is we will compete on content. Not necessarily the chipset. And I don't know. It seems to me that high-end PC and Microsoft's technology and Sony's technology, they're all racing to a convergence where what is the business model going forward? Is there a consortium that comes together? Do we just license a game format to hardware manufacturers and then compete on, you have the Bang Olufsen range over here and you have your Hitachi range over there, and everything in
on
between.
content.
And the format holders just try to make it from a licensing perspective and the higher margin, which are on content.
Yeah. The industry has shifted so drastically. It does leave me wondering, will anybody be happy with the next generation? Because the leap, it's going to be very hard to see. We saw it with the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah.
That's a... And
teraflops and ray tracing just doesn't make sexy ad copy.
Yep.
And most people don't understand it. This is back in 94, and Shoe is not a spring chicken, and Ted's been out.
And then you got them Spider-Man?
Well, I've been a fan of Insomniac since they made Disruptor.
Yeah. Well, for me and anybody in the desert,
we're like King Canute out there at the water's edge trying to stop.
It's about content. That's the main thing. It's about the content. And there was something in here. I'll find it. We'll do another one on there. But there's something there too about the whole strategy of like what he proposed of putting their games of on PC, like what it was supposed to do, like spread the IP and stuff like that. And like, again, it's the content, like it's what the content's going to be, and we'll see. And the thing is that the content highlights if you're trying to sell the hardware. So that's what I mean. If Sony's still in the business of wanting to sell hardware, which they seem to be, and same thing as Nintendo, they're going to leverage their software to move their hardware. And that's what they're going to do. Microsoft does not want to be. Peter Moore said, he's like, they wanted to be out of the hardware. They want to leverage their software and services. Well, we'll see what happens. And, you know, that's why I said it's going to be hard now that they're putting their games on PlayStation to try to sell a piece of hardware that's at Xbox. We will find. But yeah, it was it was very. Well, let's get to the roast. Yo, shout out to well, hold on. Let me get into my things over here. Yeah, that was putting me asleep a little bit there. Hold on. Lucci, here he goes. But this is a good one here. I don't know why.
Game on a platform.
I don't understand. Here's another one. And just exactly what I was saying about the content is king. Grinders. Content is king. Here we go.
You're going to sell this game on a platform, get 70% instead of 100% of it. They'll get 30%. So you're really getting net 40%, right? If you compare yourself to your competition. Blue box, green box, right? The two hardware, right? Blue box gets blue games and green games. Green box gets green games. And to me, that says it's like, so why would you ever buy the other one then? Like ROG or Logitech are not Microsoft, and the they're making hardware for hardware's sake. This is where I think it's not that I think it's a dead end. It's that I think people need to massage this idea more, because I don't think they're really thinking it through. Nope. Where it's like
they're not.
And I think this is probably going to be a problem for Microsoft internally. Is like, if we're going to make a box and deploy it,
where that box is in the name,
where do we make the money? If we're Xbox will be an option. What does Microsoft get from putting Steam on an Xbox? Steam's not going to give them any money. So it's like, so you're selling a piece of hardware maybe at cost, right? And then you're sending them to another storefront. That to me is where it breaks down, because the console install is about selling things on the console. And if you have a console out there where you're not selling things on it, what's the point?
Dusty Bin's like, why did I go independent?
Buried treasure.
Xbox, no. Phil does. Well,
Indie's the best Xbox exclusive in years, and specifically in 3.
Oh, PlayStation!
My God. I am never going to financially recover from this.
Oh, man. Dusty Bin's like, why did I go independent from my dream job?
My God. I am never going to financially recover from this.
Exactly. The thing is that why are they going to pee the hardware and tell people to go to other stores? It's not going to be a console. It's not going to be a console. It's not going to be. It's going to be a PC. Just like how Microsoft sells, they're going to make the royalty on Windows. They're going to sell, they're going to encourage manufacturers to make a gaming device, put some Xbox brand on it, and then they're going to get the royalty from selling a Windows device. That's it. And then you go do whatever you want with it. And what they're going to try to do is shoot you ads for Game Pass, give you 1 or 2 month trials, maybe include some sort of emulation in their Xbox Live Ultimate where they can emulate their old games. And that's it. And they call it a day. And you could buy a micro PC and do it. You could buy a big tower. You could buy a laptop. You could buy a handheld. That is it. That's the story. They're going to sell you a Windows device. These guys saying the console, like in Dusty, he just said that to Sean Layden. The console war's over. It's over. Microsoft's not making a console anymore. They're going to make you a Windows computer. They basically groove music to shit. That's it. They said, hey, you know what? We're not selling Zunes anymore, so we'll just put Groove Music on PC as an app. Because Zunes are done. They are done with Xbox hardware, and they're just going to take Xbox whatever's up there
where that box is in
and just put it on Windows and let it die in a slow death. You want it? You want it. You don't want it? You want it. You want to subscribe? Get ahead. We just sold you a Windows device. That's it. You want to buy from our store? That's nice. That's it. That's all they're going to do. because they can't go out there and try to sell you hardware unless they are strictly making backwards compatibility and they can't do any kind of emulation on PC. But as a traditional console, they're not making it. And on top of that, if you have a Steam library, and I mentioned this on Monday, if you have a Steam library, Mixer's not around either, Doth. But if you have a Steam library and you want Steam to be side-loaded on this Xbox in some magical way so you could play your PlayStation games with the reach around, Rusty Trombone, whatever, how you want to do it, that Xbox, quote, console thing is not going to be a custom chip. It's not going to be custom silicon. It's not going to be that shit. It's not going to have Hovis methods and all this other shit. It is going to be off-the-shelf AMD processors, APUs, and all that other shit. Because the other way, it won't be compatible. Because just if you put Steam on a Windows device that's running on some custom silicon, first off, Steam, those games need to be programmed for that custom chip. They need to be made for that stuff, unless it's a different version of Windows. That's why games will show up on PC, they're not on Xbox. Xbox is a custom, you got to develop for it. You got to port it over. And you're not going to have somebody take their library of publishers and port it over. You have to do something that's already available. Off-the-shelf parts in a micro PC. That's it. I don't think it gets that customized. They're not going to work with AMD to work on a custom chip. All right, make this special APU chip that uses RAM in a throughput bullshit, and there's no bottlenecks, like similar to how they talked about the Xbox and PlayStation. It reduces bottlenecks because it's a unique hardware device that's built to play games. It's not built to do everything else and have to shut off background processes to play games like your PC. It is on the front end that all the power in this thing is to run the overlay OS and to run games effectively, reducing bottlenecks. That's what the console was built for. It's a specialized device for gaming. And it should be easier for developers and also primed to give you the best price to performance for a custom chip. And that's where console gaming benefits. It's an optimized closed system that allows for games to be fully utilized with the power that they've put in the system. That is it. A gaming appliance, exactly. That's all the dedicated device. It's not a Windows computer that has to shut off background processes and Teams loading and phone extensions and all these Windows processes and all this stuff and running and taking away. And like I mentioned before, Xbox One tried this with two operating systems. They had a Windows 8 kernel and they had an Xbox, and they put it together and they had this middle hybrid that will switch between. That's why you were able to do Snap and all this other stuff, because it was a Windows 1, Xbox One, that had a Windows 8 app and a Windows 8 kernel and a Xbox OS, and they came together with another overlay that kind of merged them two together. And the reason why they did that was because they wanted to push the Xbox those Windows 8 apps, all that entertainment shit, all those apps. They wanted to put that on the entertainment box, the Xbox One. So they put a Windows 8 overlay, this dream of, we're going to make an app for Windows and it works on Xbox with the UWP and overlays. And that was their dream. Never happened. Because what happened is that Windows 8 kernel and Kinect were pulling from the gaming part of it, because they turned the Xbox One into a goddamn Windows PC, and it was pulling processing power for all the bullshit that it was doing. And that's why you got 900p. Now they're doing it again. Except now they're just going into full-blown full PC with some sort of Xbox residue. So how do you sell new hardware? You don't. What you're doing is selling the dream, the idea of an Xbox service to Acer, to Asus, to HP, and have them buy in on the deal. And I was looking at what other Bootleg was saying, and even Tom Warren was saying about how Microsoft feels pressure now to do this, because now Steam OS is in the picture. And Steam OS is a simplified version that's really honed in on optimizing games. That's why your Steam Deck does such a good job, because it is focused on good low battery life and there's not a lot of fluff in Linux that they have with that. And they're wondering now, hey, Steam wasn't bothering us before because they were just an app or a storefront on Windows. We still were able to sell a Windows operating system, and Steam was just our bosom buddy. Well, things have changed now. Now Steam wants their OS. And when they have the word OS next to it, that's competition for Windows. Just like Mac OS. Uh-oh. Steam is no longer a store. It's now an operating system. And you see the OEMs are excited to work with Steam. Legion started with Xbox. They started with Windows. They thought it was wonderful. They thought it was glorious. Oh, here we go. But look what happened. As soon as Steam OS became available, oh, now you have a Legion Go Steam edition. Whoa. So I guess the first one out the gate ain't the best. You tried establishing Windows as that gaming thing. But now Steam OS just wet the Lenovo noodle. And now I am sure Asus and everybody going to come out with Steam versions and Steam OS. And I am sure these micro PCs and these other gaming versions of PCs, these, and I'm sure we're going to see more of them. We're going to see more of them. Linux OS, exactly. We're going to see more of them. That you may go into a store and you may see a PC that's, $800 or $900 and going, yo, $700, you get the Steam version. Really? And it comes with Steam OS. I don't have to deal with Windows? No. And I wouldn't be surprised we start seeing this PC gaming space evolve into Steam OS and Windows OS. And they are trying to beat Steam out because now Steam became a competitor to them. So I think, again, because Microsoft does not react, they do not act
You're my number
smartly.
one customer.
They either knee-jerk react. They buy huge publishers just to take it off the market. And now they are racing to say, hey, we sat years on that piece of shit Windows Store and didn't do anything with it. We promised we're listening and learning. We spent years with that Xbox overlay, Xbox bar since 2017 and did nothing with it. We've spent years making that Xbox app because the Windows Store sucked. And we added a compact mode in 6 years. Xbox Cloud is still in beta since 2019. But now all of a sudden, now they want to start fixing shit and running around with Mr. I think you'll hear more from us. I think now's the time. I think we'll see more about it. I think. Too late. Because Steam is going to be breathing down your neck with a more optimized system and playing games. And doing what you promised you were going to do for years. Kazakiro with the 10, he goes, it's almost as if Steam spent to actual develop their own S instead of Microsoft just putting shit together with bubblegum and duct tape and toothpicks. Exactly. And they sat on it, Cosmic, for all those years. We're learning, we're listening. And now all of a sudden, oh, this is the year? Oh, please. It's too late. Switch 2 is going to breathe down your neck mobile-wise. Asus ROG Ally X, like that is out already. You're going to make we already saw the Zen 2 Go sucks ass. The Legion Go 2 is not good. And what are you going to do? And now Steam is putting pressure on them. But they move like the Titanic. And now they're probably going to put shit out there in beta, say, figure it out. And what's crazy is that of all times, they finally have the games coming out instead of wait to E3. Phil made you wait to E3 until there was no more E3. The waiting, the learning, we're listening, all this stuff. For what? They finally have, after $80 billion, they finally have some sort of cadence of games. Whether they're good or not, that's a problem still. Whether they're impactful, that's another problem. And that's a problem that they need to fix. But they at least can fix it now that there's games coming. Before, they were just making you sit and wait. But the problem is now is that there's so much happening, so much going on, so many better plays to play, so many better games to play. They are fought in the wind. But they just want to try to race so nobody could beat them. But even when you're first, you got to be quality. You got to be impactful. You can't just do it for the sake of something in beta. How the hell is Xbox Cloud Gaming in beta, but PlayStation Cloud plays at 4K 60 with goddamn the surround sound, the surround sound, dual sense, everything, and runs great on the console, on the portal, and you're still running around Xbox Cloud Beta and goddamn 1080p. Please, that's what I mean. They're always late to the party. So what that grind is, I'm going to show you the last emoji as we get on the 77. Now, it might change now, as we go, but as of now, it's 77. We chipped away at some of them. That's good. Next emoji, and this is your third emoji that you'll get to vote on. And you're going to like this one. So we already had the other two, and now this is the other emoji. Here it is. Oh, you knew this one was coming. Grinders, hit that like button. Yes, the juicy... What?
Buried treasure is gemstones of juicy glazed blackberries.
There's your other emoji, Grinders. The third emoji. So that's where we're going. So those are the three emojis, and this one also has a tune to it. I don't definitely want to hear this one. Don't you want to hear this one? This one you definitely want to hear. And here we go, Grinders. It is... it's going to be one of these. Let me see. No, that's not the one. I like this one.
Juicy, 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 glaze, double glazed blackberries on top of Janky Jones. Pancake, shake my head, Xbox marketing.
Buried treasure is gemstones of juicy glazed blackberries, raspberries.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday! Ended on a juicy glazed. Juicy, glaze, double glazed blackberries on top of Janky Jones. Pancakes, shake my head, Xbox marketing. Oh, yeah. Hit that like button, Grinders, subscribe. We're on our way to the next emoji. It's Juicy Glazed. And there's your third emoji, Grinders. With the tune. You got a lot of thinking to do. So thank you again, Grinders. Hit that like button, share it out. Thank you for episode 200. Juicy, glaze, double glazed blackberries on top of Janky Jones. Pancakes, shake my head, Xbox marketing. Oh, yeah. And then with a bang, baby.
Jones pancakes. Shake my head, Xbox marketing. Juicy, juicy, glad, glaze, double glazed blackberries on top of Janky Jones. Pancakes, shake my head, Xbox marketing.
Episode 300 coming your way. That's right, we're on the road. But yo, definitely, Grinders, I'll let you know that we are definitely, I'm going to be doing the PSVR 2. We're going to be doing Hitman. And we're going to be cooking that, and also more streaming coming your way. I did a new setup, so we're going to be doing some Assassin's Creed and some 4K Game Pro, PS5 Pro hooked up. So Grinders, there's your third emoji. You got 3 emojis to vote on. We're on our way to the next emoji with about 70 VIPs left. So basically hit that like button and share it out, Grinders. More content coming. Thank you for everything, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend. Keep it locked here at Gaming Grindhouse.